this is Lillet, in case you were wondering what that meant. I'm Michael Mandel, and I have a guest co-host, and his name, I can't remember.
I am Bob.
Bob who?
Bob Diven, not Bob who.
Bob who?
Bob Diven.
Bob who is the guy we had last week. No, that was mine. And you were in the bulletin this week, right? Right now. You can pick up a copy of the bulletin and see everything that Bob's done to be famous.
I'm not here right now. I'm actually in the bulletin.
He is in the bulletin, and tomorrow.
And here. At the same
and tomorrow
time.
he will be in the Sun News. You will.
What? Sunday. Yes, I will.
Sunday
I
you will
will
be in Sun News.
Tomorrow I'll be
He
in the
does
Sun
so
News.
much he doesn't even know where he is.
My cartoon will be.
He
in the
doesn't
Sun
know
News.
where he is.
My
you
weekly
know,
editorial
He's
cartoon.
like Mark Rubio. We're going to talk about that later. We are trying out variations of Lillet. Lillet is a French aperitif wine. You could drink it by itself, which we're going to do. Let's have a little taste of it and see what you think. Slightly sweet. Kick it back.
You know what it tastes like?
German wine.
It tastes like a wine infused with a special
Alcohol.
special ingredients.
Like herbs?
Like herbs and maybe fruits.
You think fruits and herbs? And do you like that flavor?
It has certain aromatics that kind of crawl up the back of your skull.
Later on.
It is. I was right. It is the gin of wine.
Right. It doesn't have juniper, though.
But same thing, same idea, right? Infused with herbs, gives that same effect.
And it also's got the extra alcohol from a little thing they do. They add
A little fortification.
Yeah, a real wine is, well, really can't be more than 15% alcohol. This is like 17%. One of the, well, Scotch is 40% alcohol.
Or 45.
Or, yeah. It
Or
keeps
43.
going. Or it could go up to 54 or whatever. We're going to try this compared to the Lillet Rouge.
Give me that other glass.
Yeah, you want to clean that out? Yeah.
Let me. Because I'm not going to drink all of this at this time of the day.
Yes, because nobody
'Cause I
likes to
have
drink
standards.
at 11 o'clock on a Saturday morning.
Because I'm an artist.
Okay.
I have standards.
Yes, you and Toulouse, you'd only do absinthe.
Absinthe makes the heart grow fonder.
It does. We're going to do an absinthe show, but that's too complicated. Okay, big difference? You're looking like you're confused here.
Yeah, that's red.
And what makes it that way?
But it tastes like red though. It tastes more like a cab, as they say.
You could actually smell the red part. And there is a bit of, I would guess, either Cab Merlot, maybe a little Merlot, maybe Cabernet Franc.
Cabernet.
Cabernet Franc.
Like a Labradoodle.
Yes.
Cabernet. I think the red supports the infusion
Better.
a little better.
Because it's darker and heavier, and an infusion would have some...
It leads into it, yeah. It's a little... the red's a little more muscular.
Intense,
the white,
so it's not bad.
The white's sort of like...
Would you drink
it
this?
leads you astray with the sweetness of like a German white wine, and then it sort of slaps you.
Which one would you like to drink during the special times when day turns into evening? This one or this one?
Well,
the red one.
When days turns into evening, I drink
You'd
this
start
one.
that,
As evening turns to night,
you
I drink that
So
one.
you'd transition.
Yeah.
So that's the two different types of Lillet. After the break, which is going to be after this next thing, we're going to compare Lillet to Cochi Americano. They say Cochi Americano is what Lillet used to be like in before 1983 when they stopped putting in the quinine. So there's apparently more quinine in this, like Lillet used to be. So we'll see that. You look dubious.
I
here.
can't wait for wine with quinine.
Okay. The first thing we want to do is talk about the Las Cruces Film Festival. We have a special video. You're in one of those, you're in a trailer or something.
A trailer. There's a competition for trailers.
Mark,
so a lot of people
Mark
were
did a
shooting
trailer,
trailers.
right?
Yeah.
Are you in that one?
No.
Whose are you in?
Frankie Perez, right?
And that's showing on Saturday night, so it'll be tonight?
I don't know.
I think the trailers are tonight, Saturday
Really?
night, yeah. So go see the trailers at, where are they playing? Oh, Cinema 10. Tell Shore 10.
Oh, they're not playing at a park.
Are they playing?
The trailer park?
Yeah, that's
that where you
no,
play
that's where you,
trailers?
that's where you did your shoot in
Oh,
a trailer
yeah,
park.
that's
That's
true.
I remember. So we're going to run a little video we took of Ross Marks and Marcia De Filippo, who are running this deal. Maybe it'll go on now.
And
You think
we're
it'll go
here
on?
at the Las Cruces International Film Festival.
Or
talking-
CGI, really.
Yeah, at CGI here at NMSU, and we're talking to the two principals of the Las Cruces International Film Festival, and we're going to be asking both of you questions. Let me start with Ross.
Wait, what are we going to be drinking while we're doing this? We're going to be drinking anything?
No,
We always drink.
we'll have done that on the
Oh,
show
okay.
already.
Who are you going to start with?
So Ross Marks, this is the new version of the Las Cruces Film Festival, International Film Festival.
The White Sands Film
It
Festival.
was the White Sands Festival. It was off for a year, and now you're back bigger and better than ever. What about this year's festival is different than the ones before?
The main difference with this year's festival is in the past, we've relied on submissions. When I ran the White Sands International Film Festival for 3 years, we had some very good years and we built a lot of momentum. But what we're trying to do this year, first of all, it's part of the university. So New Mexico State University is the entity that's hosting the festival, and all the proceeds go to New Mexico State University. So because of that, I found the community support was better than ever, much bigger and greater than ever, and we've had a lot more interest internationally. So we've gone out and we've looked at films that have done well at other film festivals, and we reached out to those filmmakers. We told them, hey, we're here at the Las Cruces International Film Festival. We want you to submit to our festival. So the slate of films is a better slate than we ever had at the White Sands International Film Festival. The other thing that we're trying to do with the Las Cruces International Film Festival is we're trying to grow the film industry in Las Cruces. So in addition to screening films and bringing in celebrities like Danny Trejo and Dave Hill and Alvaro Rodriguez and Robert Wall, we're also holding a series of workshops called Tune Up Las Cruces, which is sponsored by the local 480 IATSE, and we're training people to work in film so we can grow the film industry. We're doing a casting workshop with Faith Hibbs Clark and Tina Presley, these are major casting directors and talent agents, and we're going to maintain a database of all the people in Las Cruces that want to act in film and television when it comes to town, so that when producers come to Las Cruces, they're going to go to Film Las Cruces, who is involved with the film festival, and they're going to maintain the database of actors, and they can look and see who's in town that fits a certain look for their film. We're also doing a car casting, and we're going to take pictures of all the cars of people that want their cars in film and picture cars. I recently did a movie, The Heart Outright. It took place in 1983, and we had to comb Las Cruces for cars that were made before 1983 or earlier. So now when a producer comes to Las Cruces and says, I'm shooting a movie and it takes place in 1983, we're going to have a database of all the cars that were built before 1983. We're also doing a comedy workshop with Robert Wall, a screenwriting workshop with Mark Medoff, Alvaro Rodriguez, the writer of Machete, and Bill True, who's a television writer. We're doing a Doing Business with Show Business workshop sponsored by IATSE to help the business community get involved in the film industry, film and television entertainment industry as it's coming to town. So we're trying to set them up, teach them what to expect, and teach them how to work in film. So we're doing a number of workshops through this initiative, Tune Up Las Cruces, to train Las Cruces, the business community, and the film community to work in film and television. So in addition to having great films and terrific celebrities, we'll also have this Tune Up Las Cruces, which is going to help grow film in Las Cruces.
I'm Marcia Sanfilippo, and I'm the producer of the Las Cruces International Film Festival. We have 46 films being represented here. We have over 100 films being screened, but over 46 of them will be represented by their directors, their writers, their actors, just to give an opportunity in a panel discussion at Cineport 10 about making film. And it's a very exciting reinvention, I feel, of the White Sands Film Festival. We have tried to bring it on various levels, as Ross has discussed, for filmmakers, for businesses in the community that are looking to grow their business when the film industry starts blossoming here, and also for the general public to have all the bells and whistles and celebrities and excitement that an international film festival should have.
And you, of course, you're producing the parties that go along with every good festival.
Yes, we have various VIP parties, one in which the opening night film, The Night is Young. We will be honoring the director, writer, producer, actor of that film. We have a couple of the cast members coming in, so that's going to be wonderful. We also have a VIP reception for Danny Trejo, and he's going to be receiving the Mark Medoff Outstanding Achievement in Entertainment Award at that party. Another one that is being sponsored by Visit Las Cruces for Al Rodriguez, who is the writer of Machete, and he will be receiving the Mark Medoff Screenwriters Award at that. So we've got a lot of good times for the city of Las Cruces planned here.
And you'll be screening Machete.
We are screening Machete, and Danny Trejo will be introducing it and doing a Q&A afterwards.
On March 5th at 6 p.m., we're screening the Shoot Las Cruces television pilot contest entries. And what this is Shoot Las Cruces is a contest being sponsored by the Las Cruces International Film Festival and IATSE. And contestants shoot a 60 to 90 second trailer for a TV series to be shot in and around Las Cruces. So they're all going to screen at 6 p.m. at the Rio Grande Theater. The audience is going to vote on the best one, and the winner gets $25,000 in goods and services to shoot an actual pilot, and then they're going to be flown to Los Angeles to meet with Lionsgate because they have a first look deal with Lionsgate Studio to produce their pilot into an actual series. And this is an offshoot of a very successful contest called Shoot Santa Fe, which the Santa Fe Film Festival puts together. And just recently, the winner of Shoot Santa Fe went to Lionsgate. They got a deal with MTV, and hashtag, which was the winner of the Shoot Santa Fe contest, now has a 9-episode deal with MTV. So we're very hopeful that the winner of Shoot Las Cruces is going to do a great job. They're going to shoot a fabulous pilot. They're going to go to Lionsgate. Lionsgate is going to make it happen, and we're going to have a series shot right here in Las Cruces. So come check out the submissions for Shoot Las Cruces, 6 p.m. Saturday at the Rio Grande Theater. Then immediately following the screening of the submissions will be our award ceremony, which is going to be at 7:30 at the Rio Grande Theater, and then a great big party at the Bistro downtown. So come see the submissions, come see the awards, and then go get a beer and celebrate the film festival on Saturday night.
And I understand that the winners at the awards festival will then be screened on Sunday.
Correct. The winning films of the Las Cruces International Film Festival will screen on Sunday at the Allen Theater, Cineport 10, starting at 10 a.m., going through, I believe the last screening is a grand jury prize, and that's at 6 p.m. at the Allen Theater, Cineport 10.
Thank you.
Hope to see everybody there tonight and perhaps tomorrow night. Is it Sunday also? Or tomorrow day? Yes. And hope you all enjoyed last night there. And we're going to talk about, we have what, about 3 minutes left for this segment? No, we're almost ready to break. We're going to talk about, you like politics, or you hate politics, but you like to talk about politics.
Well, politics is kind of unavoidable, I think.
I think so.
Although lots of people do avoid it.
They do, but it still affects them, and then they carp about it, right? Carp. So
We're going to talk about carp.
Yes. So then we're going to come back after the break, talk about the comparison between Lillet and Coca Americano, and between Trump and everybody else, because now everybody else is trying to get Trump out of there. We'll see what happens. So come back after a word from our many sponsors who love this show and keep supporting us.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Burke, and I have a confession to make. I have a serious crush on my workout. Hip, fun, and always a challenge. Jazzercise is the total package. It's the only workout that I've ever truly loved. Does it show? That's because I'm in the best shape of my life. What a difference Jazzercise makes. When's the last time your workout swept you off your feet? Find a class near you at jazzercise.com.
Celebrate, Fiesta Motors. Come and see us today and discover why our service is second to none. In business for over 17 years, we have the right car for you. When you buy a vehicle from Fiesta Motors, we do everything possible to ensure your satisfaction. Located at the corner of El Paseo and Main. See you there. Celebrate Fiesta Motors, where buying a car is always a celebration.
And yes, welcome back. We know what Lillet tastes like. We're now going to taste Coke Americano, which is what people call they call very aromatic. The substitute for, well, you don't have to drink that whole thing.
Good.
It's a substitute for the pre-1983 Lillet in certain cocktails. So we have our guest conductor here. Way different. Is it way different?
Way sweeter. And you said there's a little quinine in that?
Yeah, there is a little quinine. Or cochina bark, chinchina bark. It's got more of a, well, one of those herbs that one can't express, but it's probably quinine.
It's very sweet. It almost
Chinchina, like bark.
masks the wine essence, and you go straight from the sweet
To the-
with a little sideways glance to the taste of the white wine,
But
straight to the infusion,
bark, whatever that could be.
the bark and the bite. Interesting.
Which is good because
Interesting.
you can't get this in this state.
I'm
Pretty-
so
wait,
heartbroken.
You could. In Albuquerque, you go to Jubilation, but I think I got this in Feast in Tucson. And they don't even have it at, I don't think they have it at Specs, and I don't think they have it at Total Wines. But
I have heard of liquors that you have to drive out.
you
of
have
state
to drive out of state because
I've heard of these
because of this prohibition. And the prohibition is caused by financial reasons because they don't sell enough of these and nobody's going to schlep out a box of this. I once ordered Carpano Antica from Specs. And it took like months to get it, and then they got 4 bottles, which they're supposed to tell me about. I went there, got my bottle of it. I go back months later, and they still have the other 3 bottles. So, but they advertise
like
that
having your
it's a
private
vermouth.
shelf at the
I
liquor
know it works well. Did you want to say anything about? We had a big conflict with everybody in the Republican Party, and I know you're a Republican. Oh no, you're just Bob. You're not a Republican.
I'm not.
But all the Republicans sort of have ganged up, except for Ben Carson, who just slithered away, ganged up on Trump.
And Carson is interesting. He says he sees no political way forward, but he hasn't officially dropped out, Ben Carson.
I think he wants to be the
No
presidential.
political way forward, so there may be a mystical.
Maybe he will sense that. I think he wants to be the presidential juvenile brain surgeon, which maybe he can't do anymore. But I can't see him doing brain surgery. So, but apparently he did that. Well, so we're not going to. What are we doing? Oh, we're still at 2016, and it's not over yet.
No.
It's
getting
exciting.
interesting.
It's exciting.
Romney gave his speech
Yeah.
calling Trump a fraud and a phony.
After 4 years ago, when Trump supported him, and he, according to Trump, begged Trump to support. Are you going to read from the newspaper?
No. I was just thinking in the quote in Trump's response yesterday that
He
that
said-
Romney was begging Trump for his endorsement and wanted it so bad that he would have dropped to his
He
knees
said that.
if Trump had said, what is that suggesting? What is that suggesting?
Nothing like a glory hole, right?
Everything like that.
Oh, yes. Well,
I
you know what?
I
Let's
heard,
leave
I
it
heard
up
the
to
audience kind of groan when he said that. Like, even his fans couldn't quite believe that came out of his mouth.
nice.
I think this thing's just wrapping up. And the debate last night, which I did not watch, but you can't avoid.
I agree. I didn't either. But you hear that, and you want to hear only the high things. Did you see the video where they run a Three Stooges video where they hit each other in the face, and then they'd cut it between not the last debate, but one of the other debates where people are going like this, and he's going like this, and then they do the music, dun, 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 and they do that. Thank you, Republicans, for keeping America entertained and giving enough material for the late night host.
I figured out, though, the perfect Republican ticket if Trump is the nominee. You know who his running mate should be? Triumph the comic insult dog.
That dog that has a
Triumph
cigar.
Trump
Triumph
2016.
Trump. Or Drumpf Triumph.
Trump
Trump Triumph.
It even has, what would you say, is that alliteration? Is that consonants?
It's
is that assonance?
It's assonance.
Okay.
Yes. Triumph
that.
and Trump. We have to call him Trump, though. That'll work.
2016.
We will go on to the exciting thing that you know about because you're coming out with a cartoon tomorrow.
Oh, the cost
uh,
overrun on the Las Cruces High School.
But it's only
project.
$10 million over it.
And
you
it's
said
not
it is
quite,
so
it's not
total.
really $10 million, it's like
And
9.2.
And overrun is merely a technical term about how they figure out how much everything costs. And you know about it.
I have to say hats off to Damian Lewis at the Sun News, because he had to report on this and figure this all out. And it seems there was a misunderstanding, and there's a debate about the timeline of this, where the finance authority, what are they called? The New Mexico Public Schools Facilities Authority. They will pay for 65% of the cost of building a new school. But you have to match a certain formula. And the rules used to be you had to build 160 gross square feet per child. That's what they would pay 65% for. But there's a dispute because the state changed the rules and they dropped that to 130 square feet per child. That's so you won't build too much or too little, right?
We don't want your children to have too much room, and we don't want them to be squished.
So the
You'd be
school
like
district...
this. You don't want to have your kids sitting like this. I'm cheating off him.
These are exciting details. The school district, however, ended up coming in a little high, and they claim that the rules changed after the school was already designed. The state authority claims otherwise, so there's a misunderstanding there.
We love things like that.
So they
because
negotiated, they
it's
came to a
politics.
negotiated settlement of 145 square feet, and then there's another number in here about 141.5 square feet. Anyway, and then the Las Cruces school, the high school came in actually at like 167 point, or 161.5, or 167 it came in 22% over, and that's a cost the school district has to pick up. And so
Which they
that's
have the
$2
money
million.
for.
That's $4 million.
Oh, okay.
That's
So they
$4
could do
million of
that.
the 9.2. Then there was a change in the gross receipts tax
All
for the
right,
Las Cruces,
so we
which
made
somehow
less.
added another $4 million.
Yeah.
And then there are the optional add-ons, the special things they want so they can store the baseball bats
And
off-season.
walk between schools.
And that's 1.2 million.
little things.
So it comes up to 9.2 million.
If-
And the editorial in the Sun News was like, the school district saying, well, we found these other accounts, we can
Take
get
money.
2 million here, get 2
They
million there.
can. They can. It's all hidden.
Yeah, and the editorial was like,
It's not hidden.
we're a
It's
little
just-
disturbed that you can find that money that easily.
They can do
$10
that.
million
You
kind
know,
of sloshing
they have
around.
extra money. You know, it's not like it's like I know you have money hidden all over town. I follow
In
you in your
different
truck
accounts.
sometimes. Oh no, I mean you
And different
dig-
precious metals.
That's what I thought because I've seen you with a shovel digging up these boxes.
seen me?
Yes.
I gotta go.
We have run the
I'm
tape.
like a squirrel that has
run
to
the
go
tape.
move his
You better
nuts
go
now.
check, move your nuts
Yeah.
because people are going to find your nuts.
But
And
this is
they're
all in the Sun
valuable.
News. This is worth reading.
And
It's
don't
very-
worry, if you got any
It's
of the
so
numbers
arcane.
wrong, nobody fact checks this. You know, nobody fact checks the presidential election. Nobody's going to fact check this. So, we're going to keep running along here. What are we talking about? Other political things. Quickly, Mark D'Antonio is going after County Treasurer David Gutierrez. Finally,
Well, he's launched an investigation. He's agreed
launched.
to open an investigation,
and we'll see what happens about that.
which apparently Counselor Dolores Was it Dolores Connor? Somebody asked
She
him a
used
year
to be,
ago to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
former
yeah, she
counselor.
was mad.
She asked
was
him a
mad
year ago to do
because it was a
this.
sexist thing he was doing. I mean, it means you can't go over to a woman and offer
But this year,
$1,000
finally,
to sleep with you.
Commissioner Billy Garrett
Who's that?
sent a letter to D'Antonio.
Oh, there
that's
it is.
my cartoon about
You got it. Oh,
Gutierrez,
wow.
because they're the commissioners
Trying to get him to
trying to get him to leave.
but they can't do
And
it.
of course, he had that. Gutierrez wrote a opinion piece in the paper, basically a very tone-deaf defense of his
About
why
your-
he's staying in office.
Oh,
So
well,
anyway, he's term limited. He's going to be out of office. When is that? Next January, anyway.
yes, but everybody wants him
December.
off. But I mean, that just limits the fact that guys could go and offer women, $1,000 to sleep
Well,
with
people
them. And that's
people are
just going to
upset. It's
stop
just
in town.
Just in principle that it shouldn't be allowed to stand.
Well,
That the Democrats should.
it doesn't look good. I wonder if that goes with the fact that Mark D'Antonio is getting Uber to take drunks home from the bar so they don't drive drunk with their $1,000 dates. I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
$1,000 dates?
Well, that's what Gutierrez was looking for.
Oh.
$1,000 hookup.
Oh, I see. You brought those
I
together.
brought those two together. I melded those ideas.
Brought those two together. And speaking of two,
Yes.
I just saw our 2-minute warning.
We have a 2-minute warning. We are up to the fact that we'll forget the stone house. The city and the country can crumble like a stone house. Everything deteriorates, and then you build it up again. It's like entropy.
Rust
and
never sleeps.
unless
As Neil Young
unless
sang.
you deoxidize it. A good paint job could help that building.
You don't
Stamps.
realize how aggressive rust really is.
It is. It just gnaws at you, just like
That's why we have to paint everything.
metallic cancer. Our stamps are now going to be 2 cents cheaper in April, unless the government, the federal government, pushes to make them 2 cents more. Meanwhile, that's going to cause a $2 billion deficit in the postal office. The Republicans don't want the postal service to be working, is what's happening. They make enough money to support themselves.
So they can privatize it.
That's right.
It's
They
the
want
American
somebody
way.
to make money off it, and then, that's the anti-socialist way. The government is better at handling things, I would assume. Anyway, we're going to talk about the restaurants next week, I guess, because we only have a little bit of time. We want to put a plug in for the birthday party it's not the birthday party, it's the play called Birthday Party by Harold Pinter. It's directed by Karen Crowe. That's at Black Box Theater this weekend and for the next 2 weekends. And I believe iCuster.
iCuster opens tonight. I'm sorry, opened last night. It's
Yes.
running this weekend, first weekend at the Las Cruces Community Theater.
Mark Medoff directed it.
Mark Medoff directed, written by Neil Adelman.
who
I did the
knows?
set. It's kind of pretty. There's a
And,
lot of prairie grass.
Prairie grass.
You don't often see prairie grass on
Time
a
of the-
stage set in town. So
But you see it outside. Time of the Butterflies at ASTC by Larissa Lurie. And then,
this is
I
their
guess,
second weekend, I believe.
we are, yes, because they don't like to overlap totally. And who's that? Oh, Michael Caine's In Youth at the Fountain Theater. That'll be a good movie. Don't go see it because we don't like it when the theater's too crowded. Thank you, Bob, for being here. Maybe we'll
Thank
see you
you.
at the movies, in the movies.
Around the movies.
And at the movies and in theater. Thank you from Bob Diven, Michael Mandel, and even Mark Steffen, who is doing something else. Let's have some more drinks. You love these drinks. Tell me which one you want.
No, it was very tasty. Thank you.
I'm glad you could appreciate something that Mark couldn't.